Yo, traders, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Simply Forex. Welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Dubai. How the devil are you? Hope you're all well. Trader Tom here, and I am with you for the next 40 minutes, you unlucky people. So yeah, guys, with you for, like I say, next 40 minutes, we're going to talk everything to do with trading. We're going to look at some trades that I am in currently. We're going to take as many of your questions as we can in that time. So don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like within the 40 minutes. And there's no such thing as a bad question. And if there is, I will pinpoint it out and make a mockery of it in front of everyone. I'm only joking. I won't do that. There's no such thing as a bad question. Please feel free to ask anything, right? The reason you're here, guys, is to learn how to trade, understand how to read charts, price action. So, fire away. Don't be shy. Like I say, we'll take a look at a couple of trades that I am in as well. There's no news coming out while we're in the live stream. We do have this US data later on at 3 o'clock. We've got consumer confidence and new home sales. So this could be important for the US dollar because I am currently in US dollar Swiss franc. So I'll be interested in this. I'll also show you the US dollar Swiss franc trade. That's a mouthful. And we've got the FOM meeting minutes later as well, guys. Obviously, this is going to be really important. And, could dictate will it be further strength of the US dollar, or will we see a bit of a retrace in that dollar strength? I think whatever's said in this FOMC could really, dictate the direction of the dollar in the short term, right? So we shall see, guys. Let's go back to the charts. Let's also see who is in the house. So first of all, Calvin's, welcome. Calvin's has become a supporter of the channel. Much appreciated, Calvin's. We appreciate your support. And that goes for anyone, guys. If you want to become a supporter of our channel, show your love, then you can. I think it's like £1 English or something like that a month or something like that. I don't know. Ask the editor. But it's not much. Mike F, how are you? Flavor Flav from Public Enemy, good morning. Hamed, hello Hamed, how are you? Michael, what's up, Michael? How's the farm? How's the animals? How's the 15 dogs? Hope everyone's good. Heath, you're on time. What the hell is going on, Heath? Sunny England, Heath, I think that sentence shouldn't go together. Afternoon, Tom from sunny England. I hope it is sunny, but I don't believe you, Heath. I'm going to have picture proof of that. Aubrey, hi, please can we analyze pound yen? Sure, Aubrey, we'll take a look at that, no problem. Heath also wants to look at the FTSE 100. Okay, we'll get round to that, guys. And Aaron wants to look at gold. Okay, we'll take a look at that as well. All right, guys, good. We've got loads of questions coming in already. I enjoy your questions. Now, a couple of trades that I am still in is US dollar Swiss franc. All right, so I'm still in this trade from yesterday. Okay, nothing's changed really. We're still in a daily uptrend. I know yesterday's candle was a little bit negative, but look at the candle previous to it. I would say buyers are in control of this market. And we've got a nice bit of room to move into up to the next level of support, resistance, sorry. Okay, and let me show you why that is resistance. Because if we look at the weekly chart, right, you can also see we have a nice bullish weekly candle, and we've got a bit of room, right? I'm just going to take it to the next level of resistance. And that is always my target, right? One thing you should think about here, guys, is a resistance level. Don't even think of it as a resistance level. Think of it as a selling level. Sellers are there, right? So if I'm buying the market, of course, logically, a selling area would be my target, right? Simple as that. And if you're selling the market, support is, I hope you can see my hands. It's like sign language here. This is for all our deaf viewers that we have. Yeah, if we got support, that is a buying level. You know, don't think of it as a support level. Think of it as a buying level, and that should be your target if you are selling. All right, so that's why that is my target. If we drop down to the H4, you know, let me put this level in, really, guys. Okay, there's like a H4 level right there. Okay, and so far it is holding. Yeah, it was once, right? It was once resistance, and then when it breaks, it's become support. And one thing I'm also still very conscious of with this trade is this big gap, right? I know I keep going on about these gaps, but these gaps in the market, I mean, if you look at stocks, you're going to see gaps galore, right? But in the Forex market, gaps like that are less frequent. And when you get a gap like that, the market wants to fill it, right? So, you know, at the very least, I'm going to take price back up to my alarm, all right? And perhaps take some profit off at this level if price comes up. If price breaks this level, I will be in a hedged trade and I will look to get out of this later. All right, so US dollar, Swiss franc, I'm buying. What do I want to see now to continue buying? Because, you know, arguably, are we seeing a lower high on the H4, right? And this is another thing, guys. You've got to constantly keep reevaluating your trade, right? Yeah, you need to be fluid with trading because price is fluid and market structure is fluid. Support and resistance change, directions of markets change, candlesticks change, right? So you need to constantly reevaluate. Now, from a H4 perspective, obviously I want to see this level hold, right? And we perhaps get something like this and we get a breakthrough of this level here. And that will, you know, become a H4 uptrend again, right? And we can take price higher. If we look at the H1, yeah, this is a little, you know, this was in an uptrend, right? So price came down, okay, and then price broke. We broke this high. So H1 was in an uptrend, okay? Now, since then, it's become a downtrend again. So on the H1, with H4, you'd be waiting for a break of this level. With H1, you'd be waiting for a break of this level. And that's always the trade-off between time frames. Like, the higher the time frame, the more reliable the structure break, right? But the lower the time frame, you're going to get in at a better price, right? So imagine H1 structure breaking now. Let's say we get a candle that does this, right? Now you've broken that level. You can start buying, right? We've had a H1 structure break, but you will be immediately into H4 resistance. So possibly in this situation, it's just best to wait for the H4 break of structure and then start buying US dollar, Swiss franc. I'm already in this trade. So, you know, this is more for people who are potentially looking to get into this trade. And then the other trade I'm in, guys, is pound Canadian dollar. Now, you know we're going to have a bit of a, you know, what should we say? A bit of a roller coaster of a ride with Trump. Yeah, you know, this is inevitable, I would say. It's not going to be dull, is it? And already he's put, you know, trading tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China, right? That's what he says he's going to do because of all the drugs that are crossing the border and illegal documentation that's taking place. So he's put tariffs on, you know, and you know, how to view these tariffs. So, you know, is it a case of if they, you know, have better security on their borders, then these tariffs will be dropped, right? That's the rhetoric. That's what it sounds like. So we shall see how, you know, if these tariffs will be carried out. right? But what it has meant is Canadian dollar weakness, right? Now, you know, we're aware of this news, right? But on the day chart, I still have to trade my setups, okay? And as you can see on the day chart, we are in a downtrend, right? No two ways about it, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows. We're in a downtrend. And if we look at the H4, you know, we're getting a bit of a, you know, all these buyers are slowing down. Look at the wicks on these candles, right? There are some sellers coming in here. You know, not super bearish at the moment, but there are sellers in there. And what I really want to see is a big bearish candle start coming down from this level, right? Because I'm still in this trade, okay? And again, let's take a look at the H1 here, because H4, right, you will not be with H4 structure for some time, right? You won't be. We're clearly in a H4 uptrend. And again, this is this trade-off between H4 and H1, right? Now, if we drop down to the H1, you can see I have my alarm in here, right? Because what I want to see is, you know, potentially price come down and then we get a break of this level. Okay. This will give me, you know, extra confidence in the trade that it is coming down. All right. And we can look to trade this lower. So again, I'm already in this trade, but if you're not, I would want to see something like that for you to trade it. Okay. And if it just shoots off, you know, on the back of this Canadian dollar tariff news with Trump, so be it, right? You know, but if it breaks down, we've got to trade. All right, guys. So yeah, those are the couple of trades that I am in. Now let's take a few of your questions. Before I do, guys, if you enjoy my analysis, enjoy the live streams, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. While you do that, I will have a drink. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please come join our trading community. It's free. Yeah, they're a lovely bunch of people. Also, guys, we have a VIP trading academy, right? And right now, right, you normally have to pay for this academy, but right now you can get it for free if you sign up with Pepperstone above my head, which is a world-class broker compatible with TradingView. If you sign up with Pepperstone or just switch your broker to Pepperstone, we will give you free VIP access. We will also give you a premium TradingView account, right? So, you know, what are you waiting for? This thing, you know, it seems like a no-brainer, right? You're going to get free. You're going to get free TradingView subscriptions. You're going to get free access to the VIP Trading Academy. So check out the promotion. I'm sure the editor will leave a link. Right, what are we looking at then? So who was first? Aubrey, pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. And this is an interesting one. All the yen pairs are interesting at the moment. But let's take a real, you know, macro. Let's take a top-down view of this, okay? Now, really, okay, it needs to do a bit of spring cleaning. But really, we could extend this level through here, right? It was once resistance, support, resistance, resistance, and now it's proving to be potentially an area of support to go higher, right? And if you look on the weekly chart, yeah, that would make sense from a structure point of view, right? We're clearly in an uptrend. So we've got higher highs. We didn't break these lows. We're in an uptrend, okay? And this level of support through here, we also have, you know, a horizontal, is that horizontal? Yes, it is, not vertical. A horizontal level of support, and we've got the moving average 20. So this is like double whammy support in here as well to potentially push higher, right? So weekly, structurally is looking good for buys, but look at these candles, right? Do you want to start buying into those candles? I don't, right? They are very bearish. Yeah, these selection of candles here. Very bearish, right? I do not want to buy into those candles. Okay. Now, if we drop down to the day chart now, we'll take a look at gold in a minute, guys. We just had a gold alarm go off, and we'll have a look why. Maybe it was an old alarm, to be quite honest. And then if we look at the day chart, okay, let me just take a quick look at US dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, so this is coming down there. Okay. Right, let's go back to pound yen, and let's go back to that day chart. Now, the day chart on pound yen is a downtrend, right? There's no two ways about it. Yeah, that is a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows, right? We're in a downtrend, but we are at a nice level of support, weekly support, as we've already, shown you on the weekly chart. So that's what I mean by yen being a tricky one, right? There's a lot of contradiction, like weekly is in an uptrend, daily is in a downtrend, right? We have, we do have bearish candles across both time frames. This is bearish and this is bearish, as is weekly. But I just don't want to sell into this level. So for me, pound yen is just a stay away at the moment, right? Yeah, I would just stay away. Even if you said to me, Tom, you have to trade this, otherwise we will pull your toenails out, I would still be like, pull my toenails out, pull my toenails out, right? I just really difficult to choose one or the other. There's very good reasons to sell. There's very good reasons to buy. And if we get that contradiction, stay out of the market, right? So Aubrey, I hope that helps you with pound yen. Let's take a quick look at the H4. So, okay, there's a couple of clues here as well, guys, right? So, H4, I'm going to say is pretty much just this, right? So we're in a downtrend, but these lows are holding, right? These are holding. If we got a break of this level, if something like this happened and we got a break of the H4, then I would suggest we could buy pound yen, potentially back up to here, if not further, right? And if these lows start to break further, then potentially we have a sell trade on our hands, right? That's what the H4 is telling me. But again, the higher time frames are telling me to stay out, guys. All right. So yeah, pound yen, I would stay out of. Heath, FTSE 100, my motherland indice. Where are ye? There you are. Okay, so the FTSE 100. Again, guys, what we're going to do now. Okay, I've just seen Mike F saying sunny Wales as well. We've got sunny England and we've got sunny Wales. There's something not quite right in the universe right now. It should, because I heard there was snow, right? My friends were showing me pictures of snow. I'm sure it was snowing. Now it's sunny. And that is why people in the UK always talk about the weather, right? You've literally got 2 days ago, it's winter, snowing, and then a couple of days later you've got sunshine. Okay, so if you ever think, you speak to a person from the UK, you think, God, all they talk about is the weather, that is why. Right, FTSE 100. Right, well, let's do this one together, guys, right? Let's do the FTSE 100 as one big happy family. All right, and you're going to do the analysis, guys. Okay, I'm going to put in, actually, I'm just going to leave this a little bit bare. Right, and I will put in my support and resistance and everything later. So this is a really nice chart. I haven't even, let's remove this drawing as well. Right, so you don't have, my support and resistance to help guide your idea. Now, looking at the FTSE 100 on the weekly chart, what would you do, guys? So everyone get involved, leave a message in the live chat, and these are your three options. only looking at this chart on the weekly, would you buy this chart? Would you sell this chart? Or would you stay out of this chart? And pretty much, guys, those are your only 3 options every time you trade. So please, everyone, give us your answer right now. I will have a drink of water while you do this. Okay, Michael, everything is fine. Good to know. CJ, I've got that video ready for you. I hope I sort of answered everything. There's so many intricacies to your question. But CJ, I've got that. I'll send that over later in the VIP Trading Academy. Right. Okay. Mike F has said massive flooding, Tom. Okay. Sorry to hear that, Mike. I hope everyone is well and safe. I did actually see that, actually. So not that sunny, right? Right, we've got some answers in. Heath would buy the FTSE. Neju would stay out. Hamed would buy. Very confident buy from Hamed there. Sammy would stay out. Mike F would stay out. Michael Mulwa would stay out. And Handy would stay out. Okay. And Ali, yeah, we can take a look at Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Right, so we've got buys or stay out of the market, right? It's pretty much what you have told me. And what we're doing here, guys, is testing the sentiment of the market, right? That's what you are. You're the market. You're a very small sample of the market, right? But you are the sentiment. And your sentiment was to buy or stay out of the market. Actually, we've even got a sell here from Aaron. Now, let me put in some support and resistance levels just to make things a little clearer. And that's what support and resistance levels do, really, guys, right? They just make things clearer. Now, okay, there's a bit of a level through here as well, right? I always look left if I'm plotting a level, right? And I'm going to go down and include that. I'm going to include this wick. I know it makes for a very large support level, but we need it because this wick needs to be broken, right? So that's what I'm seeing for support and resistance, right? I was thinking about putting a level through here, right? You can see there's a bit of a, but it's not a weekly level. When we look at the day chart, I think that level will become more clear. So for the weekly, I'm happy with these 2 levels. Now, would we buy, sell, or stay out, right? So if we just follow market structure, right? Really, we are, structurally, we are in a downtrend. It doesn't mean I want to sell this market, but we are in a downtrend because we have lower lows, right? We stopped breaking these highs. So we are in a downtrend, but we're also in a range, right? The market's ranging from here to here. But because of this break of this low, which again will probably become a lot more clear on the day chart, I would suggest a downtrend. But do you want to sell a weekly candle that looks like that? And the answers on a postcard, please, should be no bloody way, Tom. Are you mad? Right? So, again, contradiction, right? I would argue we're in a downtrend, but we have a very bullish candle. We've started to come below the moving average 20 now. So this is interesting as well. So for me, because of all of that information, I would stay out, right? And this is all the data you need to collect. You're probably thinking, bloody hell, Tom, this is going to take me hours to analyze 28 pairs. But once you get, into the price action rhythm, you can do this quite quickly. But for all those reasons I just explained, I would stay out of the market on the weekly chart. Okay, but let's, again, our job as traders, yeah, you're making a trading decision, is to get as much information as possible, right? So let's now do the same, but for the day chart. I will put in support and resistance levels later, right? Now, everyone, same question, right? On the day chart, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the FTSE 100? So everyone, please leave your answers right now. Again, I will have a quick drink. Don't be shy. Get involved, guys. You're here to learn. Get involved. Tell us what you think. There's no such thing as a wrong answer, guys, right? There is. There is. No, there's not. But I'm not, you know, you need buyers and sellers. You need people to think like the opposite of you, right? So your buy or sell order can get filled, right? This is what makes trading a beautiful thing. Right, we've got some answers in. So Heath would buy. Sammy would stay out. Mike would buy. Michael would buy. Neju would stay out. Aaron is just laughing. And Michael would stay out. Hamed would stay out. Okay, so again, all right, I'll wait for a couple more minutes, guys. Well, just a minute. In fact, a few seconds, see if we've got any more answers. Handy would stay out. Handy, I like your name. I immediately think you are useful. Yeah, if you're from the UK and somebody calls you handy, it's a compliment. They're like, oh, he's handy. It means he's competent. He can do many things, right? Let's say my boiler broke down. Not that you need one in Dubai, but let's say my boiler broke down. I'll be like, oh, get Dave. He's very handy. So there you go. Just there you go. Just thought I'd share that. Varys would buy up to the next resistance, but with low risk. Okay, all right. So we've got buys or stay outs, right? Nobody is selling. Now, let's first of all put in some support and resistance levels. And you know, and this is a scruffy chart, right? There's no two ways about that, guys. This is pretty scruffy. I'm going to say that's a level, right? Just because price has hit it enough, right? I'm not going to include this entire wick, but, you know, it's part of that same resistance. It's hit there, right? That's an important level. Yes, that would be it for support and resistance. I mean, I'm contemplating putting a little bit of a level through there. You can see there's lots of price being hit. But no, I'm not going to include that. All right. So this is where we are, guys. All right. So while I'm so if I take my time in analyzing a chart, I know it's not a good trade for me, right? Just by logical process. If something takes me a long time and I'm thinking, what is this? What is that? Then I'm like, next chart, because I'm umming and ahhing, because would you say this is in a downtrend or an uptrend, right? There is an argument for this, right? Therefore, you know, let's put this in. I would therefore say we're getting lower highs. These highs are holding, and we're getting lower lows. There is an argument for that, which would suggest we're still in a downtrend, right? Or the other argument is this. It's very subjective, this chart, right? You could argue this, and therefore we are in an uptrend. Okay, so it is a little subjective, right? I would probably say that is more like the structure, and I would say this is in an uptrend. But again, right, look how price reacted at this level. Do you want to buy into that? And my answer would be no, I don't want to buy into that. So again, guys, it would be a stay out for me, right? We are in an uptrend. Yeah, we've got this level here that I don't want to buy into. Now, if we got a candle like this and we got a nice bullish daily candle that broke this level, I would suggest we do have a trade, right? And we could take price back up to this level here. Okay, but we don't have that. In fact, we have quite a, it's more of a doji, but you know, there's a wick forming here. Now, trading's like a puzzle. Now, all you got to do now is put the weekly and daily together and see if you have a trade. Now, if we think back to weekly was in a downtrend, which would suggest sells, but we had a very bullish candle, right? So there was a bit of contradiction here. And then the day chart, right, was in an uptrend. But we're at a resistance level. So with all of this information combined, I don't want to trade it, right? It's as simple as that, guys. It's just, yeah, I want to stay out of this market for those reasons. Okay, so yeah, you know, apply this logical price action analysis to weekly and daily, right? Just to get your direction. And if you don't have a direction, stay out. And if you do have a direction, then drop down to the lower time frames to, you know, to look for entries. All right. Okay, guys. So yeah, that is FTSE. It's a tricky one. I would stay out of the market. I know Trump has got a new, I can't remember the name of his new finance minister or whatever they call it in the US. And he's, you know, ex-hedge fund, right? So he's going to be very pro-business. And, you know, generally speaking, right, the most of the Western world will follow the US indices, right? So that would suggest bearish for this market. But from a technical point of view, there's no trade there for me. Right, what else are we looking at? Did we have any more questions here? There's the, okay, Aaron was saying, what do you think about gold? You are gold. Always believing. I said I wouldn't sing on the live stream anymore. Just to forget about my singing, guys, if I could ask everyone to please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button if you haven't already. Please come join our trading community. If you haven't already, it's free. Come join it, say hello. And also, guys, remember, if you sign up with our broker Pepperstone right now, you're going to get a free TradingView premium account, and we'll give you free access to the VIP Trading Academy. Gold. So I just had an alarm going off with gold because I think it's a H1 structure break. Now, at the start of the week, which was yesterday, right, very pro gold, right? You can't not be. Look at that candle. It doesn't get much more bullish, like at the moving average 20, right, which we know is dynamic support and resistance. And then we get a candle so strong that Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and Chuck Norris couldn't chop it in half, right? Super strong. Now, just looking at this chart, you would suggest we can take price back up to these last highs, right? There's a strong possibility of that happening. Okay. Now, if we go to the day chart, this also was in an uptrend because it broke that high. That is the last high, right? Price come down and then it just went bang, right? We've had some it's been real volatile markets of late, right? It's been difficult trading conditions, right? You know, just to be very transparent, it has. Okay. And, you know, this is a perfect example of that. Look at those swings, right? Crazy swings. And then it swings all the way up to here, right? We're in a daily uptrend. And then one day later, it swings all the way back down to here, right? This is like crazy price action. Trump. I blame Trump, the orange man. Now, again, we're in an uptrend, but do I want to buy this candle? Probably not. Okay. Now, let's say today we get a nice bullish green candle that looks something like this, right? Bullish green candle. Then potentially tomorrow, I would consider buying this back up to these highs, if not further, right? So that's what I would need to wait for, because my bias is to buy gold because of the weekly chart. Now, let's go down to the lower time frames, because H4, okay, is still in a downtrend, right? There's no two ways about it, right? We're in a H4 downtrend. But H1 right now, we've just had a structure break, only just, right? But this candle right here broke this level here. And as you can see, if we just follow H1 structure down, we're now in an uptrend. So if you wanted a very aggressive bullish entry on gold, this H1 structure break would be it, right? I'd put my stop below these lows, these last lows, put my stop loss down here, right? Start buying here with a view to take price up. Okay, so that's why my alarm went off, guys. But, you know, that would be an aggressive entry, because what I'm going to do, like I say, if we go to the day chart, I'm going to wait and see how this candle finishes, right? If you get a candle that finishes like this, right? You know, do you want to buy gold? No, right? You know, but if we get a nice big bullish green candle, looks something like this, do we want to buy gold? Yes, it becomes more attractive to buy. All right, so don't forget to read those candlesticks, guys, right? They're really important and give you lots of information. So, yeah, there you go, Aaron. I want to buy because of that weekly chart, but is now the right time? I would give it at least another day to see what, or the end of today to see what this candle looks like tomorrow morning. Hope that helps. What else are we looking at? So Ahmed wants to look at Bitcoin. Okay, we can take a look at Bitcoin. Ali wants to look at CAD Swiss franc. No problem. What else have we got here? Okay. Tom, thank you very much for your concise analysis. You're very welcome, Heath. Thank you for saying thank you. Neju, Tom, love you, man. Thank you, Neju. I love you too. Yeah, we must go out for drinks. Man with no name has given me a name, ironically. Aaron, how are you? And Euro US dollar. Right. So who was first? Bitcoin. Right, Ahmed. I'm going to do Bitcoin in about 5 seconds because it's all about the 100,000 level, right? Where are ye, Bitcoin? Let me just look at US dollar Swiss franc quickly. Okay, so this is coming down. Okay, we'll see how this finishes, guys. GBP CAD. Okay, these are things I don't want to see, guys, basically. Okay, all right, so yeah, might have a couple of losing trades there, but no problem. Yeah, no problem, guys. We're going to have to. What were we looking at? Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is as follows, right? We are on the day chart. Everyone was touting this 100,000 level and it got there, right? The Trump effect, Trump's basically saying the US will be a Bitcoin hub, nothing but bullish for Bitcoin. But now it's hit this big psychological level. What you will see is a sell-off, right? And this is what these red candles represent. Now, it's not necessarily a technical move. It's more of a psychological psychological move, right? Price is hitting a certain level, so they start selling, right? You know, once price gets to 100,000, there's probably a lot of people up a nice amount of money on Bitcoin, right? And they're thinking, I'm going to take some profit. Maybe some close all of their trade, maybe some close partial profits, but either way, the end result is a sell-off. Okay, but I don't think this is going to end up in a, you know, a direction change. It's just profit taking. Now, one thing I've been conscious of is this gap here that never got filled, right, with Bitcoin. Now, does price want to come back down, you know, kind of fill this level, and this could be a good buying level for Bitcoin? Yeah, potentially, because bulls are in control, right? So that's what I would look, you know, maybe a move back down to here, and then, you know, I would become interested in Bitcoin, you know, and how much selling will take place. You know, it could just do this, guys, right? There is a level there too. It could just sell off a little bit, right? Moving average 20 catches up with this sort of level through here, right? Buyers see this as a nice level, and it takes off from here as well. But what Bitcoin isn't offering right now is value, right? It's all the way up here. You know, do you want to start buying into this 100,000 level? Probably not, right? I would want to see a nice retrace, you know, a deep retrace, and then we start to see some value, and then we can start buying Bitcoin again. So that's what I'm waiting for on Bitcoin. Okay, guys, and unfortunately we've just about run out of time, but if I'd like to thank you for all your questions today, guys. Really enjoyed them. Some good questions, enjoyed answering them all. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button, and please come join our trading community. Don't forget to join us same time tomorrow, 7 a.m. New York EST time. I'll see you then, guys. Have a great trading